Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. We're back with Void Train. All aboard! Let's go ahead and pick up right where we left off. Starting out from, I forget now if that was our third or fourth depot. But we've unlocked all of the technology here to hopefully build another platform here. And so we had a bunch of messages kind of indicating that when we get to the next platform, we're going to be able to build another cart or whatever, another car, maybe you want to call it here, on our train. So we need to be focusing on getting a bunch of resources here. We managed to do a bunch of upgrading here, and so our train is much better outfitted than it was previously. However, we also need a lot of materials now because we've used up pretty much everything that we had. So I'm playing around a little bit with the editing style for this series. There is a lot of resource gathering that goes on here, and so I've been cutting some of that out here and there just to move things along. And so we're going to try and keep things focused here on making sure that all of the important bits, upgrades, etc. are done on camera. Get off of my train. Ooh, we need that fat. And yeah, so right now we're in the process of trying to get some of these upgrades done. In fact, it looks like I can make these throwing wings. Not sure exactly what those are going to be, but we need to get quite a bit of scrap and wood and stuff here to keep things going. Throwing rings are crafted on the workbench and are consumables. Select and use by pressing Q. Thrown at a limited distance. Oh, it looks like I can move off of the train with them. That would be very useful for getting out and about away from the train and gathering more resources. Plus there's like these islands and stuff up here that I'm guessing at some point are gonna be containing some cool resources potentially, so we'll probably have to try these out at some point. You can winch up to the set of rings with the winch. Well, we need one of those, so let's see here. We're gonna need some of these pistons which require grease, and we could probably get all the stuff for that aggression indicator, but I'm guessing that's something that we're gonna need to place. So I don't have any room on this thing. I just want to get all the materials necessary for some upgrades hopefully right now, and keep the research moving. So we'll keep researching things, but we're also going to just keep gathering the resources here. The shark is back. We're gonna stop and try and kill this thing just because we really need more of that fat. So hopefully there's only one of these per level. I haven't seen more than one shark per trip, but hopefully there's only one. And it looks like we've got leather. Really?
Hurry, hurry! Check the weapons and get ready to fire. Every time a brawl is about to begin, it is such a rush. Well, I am not the one to deal with, but I mean, if it was up to me, I'd show them. Yes, I'd show them all how it's done.
Alright, well, it looks like they're giving me a heads up that there's going to be enemies in this next depot. We've gone the whole length of the Void Train segment here without finding any additional pieces of, what do you call it, fat, so we couldn't make our grapple like I was hoping, and so we're kinda just out of luck here, I guess, but we got a lot of materials. Nothing else of note really happened on this entire segment though, so I'm looking forward to jumping into a depot here and seeing what this is all about with enemies. I'm also curious what these crafting of throwing rings is going to require of us, but we'll figure that out after this depot. Oh, and they're right there. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Okay. That's 2 down. I guess I should make sure they're not attacking my train. And like the monsters, I think if I do headshots, it does a little bit more damage. Ooh, a token. What's a token gonna do? Okay, combat's not especially hard here, and I'm not especially good at it, so that's probably a good thing. I mean, it is the first combat, but let's just admit it, we're especially bad. Ooh, is that a slot machine? Yeah, that's a slot machine. There we go. We're turning off motion blur. We were having some issues with that. Alright, we've killed 4 out of 6. There's still 2 more bad guys around here somewhere. Oh, there's one. You know, why do the bad guys always have the coolest looking armor? Where am I getting shot from? Man, this place is a lot bigger than the other place was. There's the other one. At least it tells me how many there are. Let's see if I can get up over here. Go clean this guy up. Hopefully this means we're going to get a lot of resources since it's quite a bit bigger. Oh, there he is.
Now that the enemy is disposed of, and our adventurers get a chance to look around, they find a control post mentioned in the diary.
That must be that platform where we came in. I'll have to go check that out in a second. Let's take a moment here and gather some materials, though, as long as we're able. Ah, not enough space. Excellent. Well, let's head back and see what we can do to free up some inventory space. All kinds of stuff. We're just gonna head all the way back, although, ooh, what is this? Builder's box. The resources in this box will not be saved if you leave the depot without picking them up. Okay. But that implies that I could put something in there in the short term. Don't know how I feel about putting my most valuable resources in there, but we're gonna do that. And we're gonna go ahead and eat this dirty rice. What is this? Is this another one of them? Oh, it's the same one. Okay, we've got a bunch of boxes we can hold stuff in temporarily here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and see what we can do about continuing to free up our inventory here. Eat all of that up, and I guess drop this other piece of meat over here. Alright, we've got some of our inventory freed up. Let's see what we got. Ooh, what are you? Aren't you so adorable? This must be that creature thing that we unlocked. We'll have to see if we can figure out how to do something with that here. Alright. So we have the build mode here, wagon platforms 0 of 2. So if I wanted to add a wagon, holy buckets, we're gonna need 2 of those doohickeys, 2 springs. What are my options to build a module? We got brakes, transmission, trolley handle would require demolishing the old engine. Okay. Upgrade wagon. Not enough resources. Okay. So we need to be able to add a wagon here. We need more space. So I need 2 springs and 2 bearings post haste. let's see if we can find the resources for that here at the depot. Now that we've cleaned up some of our inventory, there's a piece of fat. I think we only needed one more piece of fat to get things going. Void Wars episode 3. That's awesome. Instead of Star Wars, it's Void Wars. I'm so distracted. We're gonna save that slot machine for a moment. I don't want to take on too many more tasks at the same time. We're gonna get easily distracted in today's episode, I feel like. So we're gonna come back here. Man, these bases are a lot bigger than they were last time. Let me just see if I can follow a bit of a pattern to make sure we clear everything. I feel like there's bound to be some cool resources somewhere. It's got some cool music playing. Alright, what's down there? Not sure. That's where we came from. Alright, next tower. Oh, look, there might be something up above. I don't even know. We'll just keep clearing everything we come across. Alright, we've made the full circuit here. I don't know what that is. Some kind of a rune table deal. Maybe an anvil. I don't know. It looks weird. So we made the full circuit. We got a bunch of materials. I want to see what this thing does. I'm guessing I'm going to use these tokens. They will come in handy if you stumble across slot machines. So let's use a slot machine and see what happens. It looks like I can win resources. If I look up here, actually, it tells me what I'll win. So we're going to give it a spin and see what happens. So we got the candy, which spits out some food token stuff. We're going to do it one more time, and more food, which we don't really need, but that's okay. We'll pick it up. We've got space now that we've used up our tokens. And we're going to make a little bit more of this grease so that we can make some of those bearings that we need. I think we needed 2 bearings in order to unlock the next cart. There we go. So let's hop over to this table and make... Oh man, I really wanted to make these forcers for my research unlock, but I can only make the upgrades to the wagon here at the depot, it would seem. So we're gonna go ahead and prioritize the depot building right now. We gotta figure out what we need to do to take that guy with us too. Alright, here we are. We needed 2 springs as well. My bad. Alright, we've got some more ingots here. Let's see if we can make these springs. And so we're gonna pick up this spring and run on up here and see about adding a wagon. Boop. Oh, look at that. Now what do we need? Constructions. There's no constructions. What's this? I don't want to disassemble it. Build a module. No, I don't need any of those. I don't need to upgrade it. There's gotta be a way to give it floors, I guess. Maybe that was one of the first things we built. Oh, yeah, it is. Alright, so I can put down floors here. Perfect. And if we want to build the Rofleemo nest, we're gonna need the copper wire and another bolt. So let's do that real quick, because I'd like to take him with me if I can. I don't have any idea what he does, but it feels like the kind of thing that we're being given this opportunity. We might as well use it. Alright, we've got this Rofleemo nest thing. I have no idea exactly what this is for, so I think what I'm gonna do is put it right on the second cart in the middle. Something like that. find one in one of the depots and put him in the nest. Key to place. There we go. Oh, look at you. Aren't you so cute? Not enough mushrooms. Alright, well, we must need to figure out how to get him mushrooms at some point to feed him. That's okay. So I think I grabbed all the stuff that we had put in this box already in order to make sure we could build this. I think we've done just about everything. Looks like I missed a piece of scrap here. Take one more quick look around. I'm not seeing any more materials. I really think we did a pretty good job of picking everything up here. I ran through a couple of times and just took a quick look to make sure. Cough, cough. Just to make sure we weren't missing anything. So we're gonna just take one more quick run around and get back on our train and get on the way. Alright, so we've gotten all the materials. We did a double check and there's nothing really left to do at this depot. So let's get on the way here and see what the next segment of the Void has to bring us. Teleport initializing. What does that mean? Very weird. It's not done that before. And it bumped me back a train segment too. Our little guy seems concerned. Alright, well, either way, we're back in the Void and we're gonna need to pick up a lot of resources. We pretty much used up everything that we've got at the depot, so I'm gonna be running around here picking up everything I can and apparently fending off these random creatures. That's okay because he dropped a piece of fat, which at this stage is our most desired resource, I think. It's nice having an empty-ish platform to jump onto as well. I think we're gonna try and build the kitchen thing that we unlocked as well at some point here in this episode. So that's my goal. Let's collect some resources and I'll check back in with you guys here when we hit the next milestone. Alright, we've got another one of these obstacle things and I have just saved the game, so we're gonna let it crash into it and see what happens. It looks like it just stops our train, which is not the end of the world. In fact, in this particular case, it might be a good thing we've got a ton of resources right here. Boom. Getting rid of that thing, and let's get this thing moving again. So I've got a bunch of iron bars. Let's look at what research we had to go still. We need some of those pistons still. So let's see, do we have enough of this? We do. We're gonna make 2 grease, and we needed a couple of bolts. So we're gonna make 2 bolts. We need to fight off the shark who thinks it's cute to eat our platform. And we're gonna need a little bit of fuel to keep this thing going. We've got a whole bunch of wood, so we'll put a full stack in here for now. Alright, we are moving and grooving on the Void Train. We're gonna get just a few more resources here while everything is building down there in our smelter, in our workbenches, etc. We're just about there. I think if we can pick up that and that, not enough space. Here we go. We can stack some meat. Now we should have enough space. What do you think of that? We need the 2 pistons. Okay. We forgot. We gotta actually make the pistons. 2 pistons, and we're probably gonna need 1 more piece of metal bar here, iron bar. So we'll pick up a couple more pieces of scrap we're fortunate enough to have right in our vicinity. Keeping an eye out for that shark. Yeah, that's right. Trying to eat my stuff. No, thank you. And we'll keep the iron bars coming. We'll keep the train moving. Alright, let's see. We should have enough now. Boom. There we go. Now, this progression thing still wants me to craft 10 iron rings. And you now have a winch. Basic winch keybind is middle mouse button. With it, you can get to abandoned trains in the void by aiming and shooting at the hitch. Okay. Sounds interesting. It's the shark. Get him. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, so I've got a winch now. I apparently can't use it to get materials though. So I need 10 of these rings, it seems like. So let's see, I'm guessing that's going to be here under consumables. Rings are going to require iron, of course they are. So let's pick up an iron bar. Consumables, rings, go. Oh, that's only going to craft 5 of them. So we need more iron bars, which we don't have enough parts for. And I'm getting some kind of a warning here. Let's go in my inventory. We're at half food. That's a concern. So I'm going to eat this stuff up. And let's take a quick look. We said we were going to look into building the kitchen. I need that copper tubing and more iron. Lots more iron. We're going to just keep shooting this guy. Reload. Ooh. Yes, you'll take your fat. Okay, so we've been getting distracted trying to kill things and build things. We need iron. So I've got to find us some scrap metal. Missing a whole bunch of it right now, I think. I saw a bit back here. So we're going to bring the train back with us. Get some of this fuel. Alright, let's check on things. I should have enough to make something here. We need 1 more iron, which I'm making. We need 2 copper tubing. So let's make the copper tubing real quick, because I think I've got 2 pieces of copper on me, just like that. And we need to put some of this here fuel in. Good deal. It's metal scraps. Alright, let's see how this works out. So we're gonna push T to bring up our menu. Oh, I saw metal scrap go by. And let's have this thing face out. I'm gonna put it way in the back here. Have all the good food smells kind of bubbling out the back of our train. And recipes, I can make food and drinks. Food, I can do grilled organics or steaks. Ooh, nice. Steak is cool. And drinks, I can do a water flask or a purified water. Alright, looks good. We're moving right by lots of scrap here. I don't really want to turn around and go back. In fact, if anything, I want to go faster. So we're going to just keep picking up materials here. And I need to get just enough metal scrap here to make another ingot so we can finish this quest that we've got in the upper right-hand corner. I suspect that they're trying to teach us something. We're gonna stop the train for just a moment and come back here and grab this. I think that having the longer train does mean that we get a little bit more leeway front and back now because we can have our rope travel between the cars. So we're gonna grab some of this meat from one of these chests real quick and see what this cooking thing is all about. Food, steak. We're gonna do all 3 of them, and we're gonna need fuel. Looks like wood is gonna continue to be our limiting resource here. However, we now got a steak, so let's see what this is all about. 15% food. Oh, that's quite a bit better than the 5% we've been seeing. So I'll go ahead and eat that. And I guess we'll put the rest of our fuel into here to finish cooking up our steaks. We're definitely gonna need more wood. So let's get this buggy moving again. All right, we've got all 10 rings here. Let's see what our next quest has to hold for us. Apparently nothing. That's all right, we need lots of resources. All right, so I have been collecting resources for the entire train ride here, and we're coming up on yet another portal. We're gonna grab what we can here on the way to it. I'm curious to see if all depots are gonna have people trying to kill us here from this point forward, or what's gonna happen. We do have our metal throwing rings. We're gonna have to figure out how to use those here soon. We've just been so distracted trying to get to the next level of research here. Well, here we are at the next depot. Couple of things. One, looks like we do keep the materials on our workbenches when we go through the portal, which was something I was curious about, and now we know. Let's put this ever so precious grease in the container here so I don't accidentally lose that. And we're gonna take some of the rest of these materials with us. We've got to do a few things before we go and explore here. First off is pick up this water flask. And so these are going to be 15% water. Awesome. Let's see what the other water placeable is going to be. Probably the same thing. So we're going to put all 3 of those in there. Let that go for a bit, and let's go clear this platform. Nobody ran out to try and kill me, so maybe there's no bad guys at this particular facility. We're gonna find out pretty quickly, I suspect. What is all that stuff? Looks cool. We got another one of these, I don't know, runic tables, altars? I don't even know what it is. It's kind of weirding me out, but it's apparently a thing, so I suspect at some point here we're gonna need to do something with those. The fact that I've seen it at both of these since we started coming to these more advanced outposts tells me it's important. Alright, so I think I've cleared all of the crates and stuff around the base here. I am going to jump in here. I'm really curious what it takes to upgrade 2 of these bearings, some springs, some bolts. I don't know what an upgrade is going to do to me, though. That's what I'm worried about. It's like, if I upgrade, is it just, what's it do? What's that mean? Like, I don't want to waste my resources if it isn't going to be something useful for me. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try it. You only live once, right? So I think we've got 2 of these grease here, so we're gonna switch that out with some wood and go build a couple of bearings real quick. So we'll make 2 of these bearings that we need. We're gonna get a little bit more of our metal going here. We're also gonna need some springs and some bolts, I believe. And of course we're running into some space problems again. That's okay because we're also running into some fuel problems, so let's solve both of these problems at once. Bolts we need 2 of, and that should be just enough for us to upgrade our thing. Oh my goodness, we need 4 more iron. I guess we're not going to be upgrading here right now. Let me double check that I didn't put any in this builder box. Nope. Alright, we came up a bit short. Let's I don't think I've got anything else. Nope. Alright, well, I think that's gonna wrap things up for today. We managed to get a second train car. We managed to get this cute guy. And we, yeah, encountered some Nazis trying to kill us on a platform. So that was an exciting episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe for more regular content. And if there's a game you think that would fit well with the channel, let me know in the comments below. That's all for today. Ketterk out.